I went from being this girl to being this girl. And it amazed me when I was looking at these two pictures, how different they are. And I was just asking myself, what and what did I do? And of course, I have shared most of those tips on this platform. But I was just like, what and what did I let go of, cut off, stopped doing, got rid of in order to get to this point? On just racking my head and just trying to figure out what those things are, I came up with few things that I did cut out, and I just wanted to share them so that they could just help you reach your goals or just be overall healthy and better. The first thing I wanted to do was create an environment that was supportive, an environment that encouraged me, an environment that pushed me to be my best. And part of doing that was to weed out the people around me that didn't believe that I could be better, that didn't in a way want me to even be better. I must confess that God has really blessed me with amazing people. I have come across beautiful people in my life. But the thing about the people that I did let go of was that they weren't bad people, but then they weren't just good for me or good towards me. I had to cut them out because subconsciously they were making me have that feeling of I'm not enough. And when I did gain weight, or I was gaining weight, a confident me, the strong me, kept being picked away as I kept gaining the weight. And those people around me, some of them never actually called me names or made me feel like I was fat, but some just unconsciously did with the way that they would treat me. They would treat me like they were ashamed to be around me or ashamed to be seen with me. We would go out and we would walk together, but when it came to introducing me to some of their friends, they wouldn't just do that. And maybe they forgot to do that, but for a big person or a fat person, it just makes that person feel that you aren't proud of the person, you aren't confident about that person. And in a way, you start to confirm, you start to want to be, enough for those friends, and you would try so hard and you wouldn't just be able to just get the approval. And that was how I felt. And I had to just stop trying to make them see me as good enough to be their friend. I had to let go of the toxic people around me, let go of all those negative people, and just surround myself with people that loved me, that supported me, and also to create an environment that supported my goals. Another thing that I cut out entirely was a negative mentality. Now, when I was overweight, I just never saw anything good. Something good can be really happening to me, but I know it's something good, and I'll be excited for just a minute and just become sad the next minute. That was because I always expected something bad. I always expected you to say something bad to me or do something bad to me. I just expected negative things to be happening to me, and even when they were not happening to me, I was preparing for the absolute worst. And it wasn't just, and it isn't just a good way to live or to experience life, because you'll never just be able to see life as it is, and it was beautiful. And I kept feeding my mind and feeding myself with so many negative thoughts about whatever that was happening around me. I kept feeding negative things about my own self, and it was so toxic to the point where I couldn't just stand in the mirror and just look at myself, because all I was seeing was bad things. It was a really tough place to be, because you're no longer seeing your true self. And it's not because your true self isn't looking back at you, and it's not about your true self not existing. It's just like you've just given so much life to the person that you're not, that you can no longer see the person you actually are. And that is what I had done. I had fed myself with so many negative things. Like I would just look in the mirror and just see everything bad about myself, and just never see how beautiful my eyes were, or never see how beautiful my flat nose was, or just never just see anything good about myself. And it was just bad because when I did get to a goal weight, my initial goal weight was to be 75 kilos because my highest weight was 92 kilos. When I did reach 75 kilos, I didn't see I had lost that much weight. I wasn't able to appreciate the physical transformation I was able to make, and I still hated what I saw in the mirror. And it just dawned on me that I would never love or appreciate whatever I see in the mirror. No matter how small I become, no matter how ever I look, I will never just appreciate myself, because I don't even appreciate myself right now. So I would never appreciate my future self. So I started doing positive affirmations. I would tell myself I was beautiful, I was strong, I was unstoppable, I was limitless, but most of all, I was enough in God. I had to not just say those words, but believe that I was enough in God, believe that I was beautiful, believe that I was strong, believe that I was the unstoppable force I claimed to be. And I had to stop saying that I couldn't do something, that I would not be able to do it because I would just fail in it. Because I never just started a weight loss journey because I just always felt I would just not be able to accomplish my goals, or I would gain the weight back after I had lost the weight. I had to start telling myself that, I could do something, and I would achieve it, and I would do it, and I will do it. Like I was gonna do it. The moment I told myself and I believed in myself that I will lose the weight, I had to say to myself, I commit to making you better. I commit to bringing you to a healthy state of being, regardless of what is demanded of me. I commit to strengthening you, mind, body, and soul. I commit to making you beautiful. The thing was that I was already beautiful, but I had to make myself beautiful in the sense that I had to start seeing myself as who I was. And who I was beautiful. So I had to reset the way I saw myself, the way I saw my situations, the way I approached life in general. I had to know that whatever it is, I could do all things. All things. And not because I'm privileged, not because, I'm schooled, I'm learned, but just because I could through Christ. So understanding that, believing in it, committing to it, but most especially to forgiving myself, because you get to this point where you just look at yourself and you just be like, what have I done to myself? How did I let myself get to this point? How did I eat my way to this, to depression even? How did I get here? I had to forgive myself for losing my magic, for losing myself. I had to forgive myself for letting myself be so unhealthy, and really commit to bringing myself to a healthy state of being, commit to being strong again, commit to being the best version of myself, to being authentic again. Because at the point it was just as if somebody else was living in my body and not just me. Because my fire, myself, all my madness, somehow in one way or the other just left. And it was like I was an empty shell, just living life. And I wasn't living life the way I wanted to. I wasn't enjoying the life I was living. So I really had to forgive myself for letting myself get to that point where I was so depressed, and just committing to being better. So I had to cut out all the negativity and just have the mentality of I can, I will, and I am beautiful. So another thing I had to cut out was I had to cut out the habit of being up during the night, because I was that person that would just be awake all through the night, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., like all those ungodly hours, the hours that only the devil works. Those were the hours where I was awake. I had to actually stop doing that, because whenever I'm awake during those hours, I actually have like intense cravings to have something, to eat something, to nibble on something, to pick on something. So I had to stop being awake at night in order to reduce the tendencies of me snacking during the night, because I would do so well throughout the day. I would exercise like in the morning time. I was really doing everything right, but when it came like down to the night time, I would like mess all the progress I had done. I would just mess it up, because you know, calories do stack up, and me picking on one thing or the other throughout the night really stacks up, and you know, metabolism slows down at night time, so my body isn't able to digest or even process what I'm putting into it, because I wasn't just putting an apple into it, I was abusing food. I would just eat like maybe fufu. That was when I would eat like my heavy starchy meals, so I had to stop being awake at night. Another thing I had to also stop was snacking overall. Like, it wasn't even about snacking at night, it was like snacking overall, because it wasn't like, and it's still not like snacking is a bad thing, it's just because of who I am and what I'm capable of. And as an individual, speaking for myself, I'm not that kind of person that has a light snack. Like, I love to have things in my mouth, I love to have food in my mouth, I overall love food. I carry the school bag saying I love food, so that should tell you how much I love food. But I had to stop snacking because I was abusing it. Whether it was a healthy snack or an unhealthy snack, I was abusing snacking overall. So I had to start having fuller meals and just stop snacking overall. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you enjoyed the video, please do click the subscribe button. The subscribe button is the red bar that says subscribe by your right, and also to give the video a thumbs up if you truly enjoyed it. And if you have any problems or any challenges with your weight, or you just want somebody to like really feel your pain, comment down below at the comment section down below, or you could just follow me on Instagram if you just want something private and where you just feel safe enough to like talk about your problems and just be able to talk to somebody about how you feel. Because I do know that when you're losing weight, people don't actually understand what you're going through, and I'm not saying that I understand what each and every person is going through, but then I can tell you that I will listen to you and I would share my 2 cents with you. So do message me on Instagram if you're that kind of person, and do follow me too on Instagram at Iduma. So thank you so much for watching. I make videos every Tuesdays on health, fitness and all-round wellness. So until next week Tuesday, bye for now. Bye guys.